Jillian, it's great to hear from you. I actually just watched Expired this morning, as a matter of fact, and I really enjoyed it. It's slow moving at first, but then once the story picks up, I really couldn't stop watching it. It was such a great movie, and you were so great in this movie as well.
Oh, thank you so much. That means so much. But first of all, look at your little wall
Yeah,
showing off there.
yeah, my massive collection.
Amazing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching our film. That means so much.
So my first question is, how did you get involved with the project?
Yeah, so it came to me 3 years ago in a random message on like a platform like Craigslist for aspiring actors and models. I ignored the message thinking it was a random Russian. And then my agent was like, can you send through a voice audition for this film? I thought it was some random beast like film grad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did it, blah, blah, blah. The script came and I was like, oh my God. Ivan Sen shooting in Hong Kong, Hugo weaving Ryan Kwanten, 10 years in the making, female lead. Oh my God. Yeah. So it wasn't a random Russian in the end.
Right.
It was one of Australia's great auteurs.
Yeah. From the name, one would guess like, oh, it's probably a Russian person. I'm sure, but and that's funny because I'll be talking to him next week at some point. So it's
oh my God, so
I could
funny.
just imagine what that was like. Like, okay.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
you're great in the film as a karaoke, like a nightclub karaoke singer type. Did you do all of your own singing, or was that lip synced? That's what I like to know.
Albert, I did my own singing. I do my own stunts. I will always do my own singing, okay? And my stunts as I ice skate in the film as well. No, I love to sing, but to be a pop star was my other dream. It didn't work out. So if I get to sing in a film or on TV, I get very excited.
You're living both the dreams at this point.
Seriously, thank you, universe. But yeah, no, I loved it. Like I got to choose a song as well with Ivan. So yeah, I love that song.
What was it like?
That was me.
What was it like shooting in Hong Kong? Must have been.
I mean, it's just so romantic. Like, the idea that we were one of the last films to shoot there before Hong Kong changed forever.
Yeah.
Like, it would never be the same. Like maybe on the exterior, I don't know, but it's such a special place to me. It feels like one of my homes. Mm-hmm. And it was the work of Wong Kar-wai that gave me the courage to be an actor as an adult, and for me to be shooting a film called Loveland Expired in Hong Kong with this great director and great actors was just like dream come true. But yeah, it is such a fucking amazing city.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And
have you been there?
I have not been there, but I actually got my degree in film studies, and my specialization was actually Hong Kong cinema. So
oh my gosh.
So I actually learned so much about Hong Kong cinema during my college days. And then I actually helped with a book on the dictionary of Hong Kong cinema. I just helped out contributed to it. Like I talked about some of the new generation actors on there. So that was pretty exciting that they gave me an opportunity to help with that.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Wow. Yeah.
But you got to share screen time with Ryan Kwanten, and everyone knows him over here for True Blood, not so much as local homeland stuff, but he was great in this film too. And the chemistry between you two was so both like tense but yet fulfilling considering the situation involved. It must have been quite a joy to work with him on the set.
Yeah, I mean, I was so scared because I was like, what if he's like not a nice guy or something, but he was the complete opposite. Like he was just so giving and generous and patient and nurturing. Like he was like a t-shirt to me, but also, yeah, he was like my soulmate's character. Like they're soulmates, and he gave me everything off screen, on screen. So yeah, so lucky.
Because the way he looked in that movie, he looked like he was very intimidating. Like he had that icy cold stare for most of a lot of the film. And then but then once he sees you, you kind of see like he can see he's slowly changing a bit, and he's showing a more nurturing side, even though he still has the icy cold look, but you can kind of tell that he wants to go through this change, yet we all know the situation, like what happens to him. And that's insane.
Well, that's what love does to you, Albert. It's what love does to you.
And you also got to work with a legend in my book, Hugo Weaving. I mean, I can't say enough about that him, because he's, like I said, he's legend. He's like an Australian legend right now.
He's a legend. He's just a legend. Like, that's it. And he's a legendary human being. You know, he's like sassy and he's charming, he's captivating, and he's a child. You know, he's this big kid. He's just so beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like whatever role he takes, he just brings that charm. Doesn't matter whether he's a bad guy, whether he's a good guy, he just brings the charm brings that charisma to the screen. And in his scene with you, where he warns you what's happening with Jack, I mean, that must have been like, holy crap! Like, I'm actually like, I'm talking Hugo Weaving. This is insane.
I know. You're telling me. I was like, just breathe, Jillian. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be here with Hugo. Like, don't freak out. You know. He made me feel so at home, so completely at home. You know. Yeah. Just. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, surreal, very surreal. Like, I grew up watching Lord of the Rings and stuff. You know.
Oh yeah.
Indies.
We can go past. Yeah, we can talk about Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and
Queen of the Desert, Little Fish,
Captain America, the Matrix. Like, enough can't be said about him.
Yeah, he's born to be an actor.
I totally agree. This was his calling, and it seems to be yours too, because, like I said, you pulled off a great performance.
Thanks.
And
thank you so much.
What would you say, because you said you do a lot of your own scenes, what was the most difficult for you on the set that you felt like you had to like get through, if anything?
I think the ice skating. It's like not like that important, but it's kind of important, because like I remember, because I was going to lessons. It's only in the film for a little bit, but it's meant to be like, you know, the thing that the character, it's from her childhood, you know, and that stuff like it stays with you forever. And so it's, for her, it's the one thing that makes her feel so alive and at peace. And I was like to Ivan, you know, what if she's like not that good at ice skating? He's like, she can't be bad. Like, she used to ice skate as a kid. And I was like, oh, you know, but like, I'm not that good. Like, well, so that was very scary. That was very scary.
But you got through it okay.
I got through it. I'm like, just cut around it. Like, I was going to lessons in Hong Kong at like an ice skating rink at this big shopping center. And the guy who taught me, he was like a swan. He's like, just do this, put up his legs. He's like, he was flying on the ice. And I was like, oh my God. And Ryan was scared too. I'm like, Ryan, like, your character should be ice skating with me. It's so romantic. He's like, nah, I'm not doing it. I can't ice skate either. So yeah, it was the ice skating.
Yeah, awesome. That's pretty wild, because everyone probably said like, or this action scene, or you know, but ice skating, that's just something you don't hear every day. But but to me, it was totally worth it. So finally, we got Expired is coming out next week. What's next for you that you can talk about?
Yeah, so I've got an Australian TV show coming out, which is like a 70s surf drama. I play the female lead. It's called Barons, and it centers around the whole Quicksilver versus Billabong empires, and that whole feud. It's fictional. Okay, it's fictional, but there's a love triangle, there's broken dreams, there's the hustle for money, losing yourself. That'll be quite sexy and fun and dramatic. And I've got another indie that's premiering at South by Southwest in 2 days. Nice. I was just at Berlin. Kind of Ladybird vibes, like it's a dark drama comedy called Millie Lies Low. And I've got an animation that I'm leading as well that's coming out, not till Halloween, like the following Halloween. That's based on the graphic novel that's been around for 15 years. And yeah, so yeah, a few things. You're just racking up the lead roles at this point. Yeah. You're just racking them up. You're just like, I got lead role after lead role after lead role. Look, not all of them, just all of them besides one, but that's fine. It's not about having the lead role, right? It's having a good character. Like, exactly. Even if it's one scene, one scene, whatever. But yeah, so just hopefully keep working with, wonderful artists. That's all I'll ask for.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you got to work with the group here. So like Ryan and Hugo and getting to work in Hong Kong. I mean, that's just, especially at the time where we're in a crazy world right now. So it's just mind blowing. That's just lucky that you get to do all that.
Yeah, it's so crazy. But yeah, what's your book going to be called?
Oh, it's already out. It's not my book, but I helped the film professor. It's called the Historical Dictionary of Hong Kong Cinema.
Oh,
and
cool. I'd love to read it. Oh my gosh.
The second edition came out, but here's the thing, it came out like right when the pandemic hit. So it's
Classic.
like, I was like, oh my God, this, like, and we promoted the book, but then at my day job, I'm a library cataloging assistant. So
wow.
Yeah, so right after we promoted it, that's when we all got sent home to work from home because of the pandemic. And I was just like, oh, there's not gonna be enough like stuff about this book like it's gonna get out there because of everyone's worrying about the pandemic at the time. But the book is out. Yeah, the book's out, but I helped contribute to it. It took spent a year contributing to it, like working with these film professors on it. So it was crazy.
Amazing. But yeah, Hong Kong cinema. Do you know Peter Chan? I met Peter Chan.
Yeah, Peter Chan Ho Sung. Yeah. I wrote I actually proofread one of his analysis book like about one of his films. So that was pretty exciting.
Oof. Yeah, so many amazing filmmakers.
Yeah. I can even put like Benny Chan, who passed away last year, sadly, but John Woo. I heard John Woo's doing his first American film in like almost 2 decades now, so it just went into production.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's awesome. But so everyone's got to check out Expired. I mean, this is a totally different take on the love story, meshed with sci-fi elements, but this has one of the most stellar casts I've seen. Ryan Kwanten, Hugo Weaving, and the lovely Jillian Nguyen here. And Jillian, thank you so much. I hope everyone does get to see it in your other stuff, because I see you as a star who's gonna get out there, and hopefully you'll get to hit Hollywood soon and kick
that's my next stop. That's
there it
plan.
is. So
it's on the list. So
yep. So keep your fingers crossed. Let's hope Jillian gets to make an impact in Hollywood as well. So thank you again so much for taking the time to talk about Expired.
No, thank you so much for your time and your questions. I'm so grateful.
All right. And I hope you stay safe and take care.
See you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.